Ma Ferefugna e le tua.
Okay, guys, let's see if we can wrap up why this King of Wands, who could be the King of Cups, who could be the King of Pentacles, wants to show up already. Okay, so I'm using the After Tarot first. Let me look at the time. Okay, so I want to spend about 15 minutes on this, not much longer on it, because I think we keep seeing the same story over and over with this character. We have the Seven of Pentacles with the Knight of Cups. So here's the same person who's getting the liquid courage to say something. He's like, I want to offer you my heart. But that's what his challenge is. He wants to keep working on what he's working on. He's like, I'm good, you know. So, yeah, there's about 6 pentacles on the vine. And I'm going to just keep this one kind of minuscule pentacle and call it good because my challenge is I'm a chicken shit. Or, you know, he could already know that the answer is not going to be favorable. And I'm going to stick with the After Tarot as long as I can. Oh, my freaking no. Okay, it came out sideways, so I'm going to take it as a reverse. He's like, I want to heal this, but I don't know what to do. That's what's at the foundation of the way he's feeling. He's brokenhearted. Oh my gosh. And in the fading influence, we have the Knight of Pentacles. He's still like, see my one pentacle? You know, that's all I can really offer, and I'm slow. I'm slow. I want to be slow. There's no reason, you know, he's on the dark horse. There's no reason why he has to be slow, but he's like, okay, so I attempted an action. I was too slow in attempting it. And so now what have I got? Let's see. Wow. Okay. So he's saying I'm stuck. I'm Eight of Swordsing in reverse and I need someone to help me out of my dilemma. And in the near future, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I think this is a person who just can't do it. I think this is a person who wants to stop everything and just stare at his pentacles, okay? I think he can't do it. Oh, okay. They flopped out. Flop. Okay. Okay, so what's the current situation for him that reflects that Three of Swords that's kind of sideways? You know, he's like, I'm not healed. I want to heal. I need help healing. I may just stare at my Seven and Eight of Pentacles that really aren't doing a whole lot. So what does it look like from the outside to every... Ooh, damn. Because facing the opposite direction is the Queen of Swords upright. He's like, I'm afraid of her. He says, I'm afraid of her and her sword of truth. She will impale me. She's not even looking at you, dude. She's like looking off to her future, welcoming someone with another hand in another direction. She's not looking back. I feel kind of sorry for him. And we will wrap this up. We will find a way to wrap this up because we want to move on like the Queen of Swords upright. Okay. Now he is presented as different kings. He's trying. He doesn't do it. He wants to. I think he knows he's got to work on himself and not focus on. Ooh. Okay. Everybody else says, you know, oh, everybody else says Ace of Pentacles. Yes, you've got that one pentacle and it's a good start. You can start something. Offer her the scarab beetle thing. We don't want a scarab beetle thing. What would have been good there is to see the King of Swords upright. But that's not here. Okay. So I'm still with him. I'm still sticking with his story. All right. What is he? Hope and or fear? I don't want to confuse the situation. Ooh, sideways, Five of Cups. He says, I'm afraid she's going to leave me out in the cold and I will spend the rest of my 3D life in mourning, in sadness, unable to move on, still thinking about the clouds and the storms of the past. Okay, so that's a fear. What is the outcome? And then we're going to move on to her, unless I see a reason why we should dig a little deeper. Oh, thank God this isn't a crime syndicate thing. I'm so sick of the crime family. Okay, so what is the outcome? Okay, and this outcome should reflect the reason why he is unable to either free himself, wants to free himself, can't free himself, dreams of freeing himself. He's all up in his head, maybe with that drink. I'm not hating, just stating, okay? Nothing. Please don't make me go to the difficult deck. Ah, there we go. Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't want to believe it, but we will have to go with it. He says, I want to come forward and say that you are my 10 of cups and that I want to spend my time at the campfire with you and our cat and our children and grandpa. Now, the cards that flipped over there for what I call the summary is the 2 of Wands. He says, please choose me. I can show you the world. Okay. And then the same time, the 9 of Swords. So from the 8 to the 9, he's still fighting dragons in his head. And the other card with it is the Hanged Man. And he's saying, please, someone, please bring me a drink of something because I am stuck. I want to see things from a different perspective. But again, he can't do it alone. People, you have to do it alone. You can't do the shadow work for anyone else. He has to do it on his own. Now, the other card that has flipped over is the freaking quintessential witch of the deck, a nasty one, the Queen of Wands in reverse. So now I'm going to move to the difficult deck because I want to investigate. I think he's with the Queen of Wands in reverse. This makes sense because he attempted to come out as the King of Wands. At one point he did. There was lots of wand going on. So I'm going to go to the cosmic already. 7 of Wands in reverse. Okay. So we are reading this now from the perspective of the person that he's with now or most recently and lastly dealt with. He could still be dealing with this person. And we get the 7 of Wands in reverse. And she's like, oh, no, you don't. I'm not done fighting with you. I'm going to do my black magic with my black cat. I am not an upright Queen of Wands. I am not hot. I am not honest. I just want to fuck up your head. Okay, she wants to fuck up his head some more. Okay, so who is that bitch? Okay, let's see. So that's him in the center. And the Queen of Wands is the ominous threat to his reaching some kind of 10 of Cups with somebody he wants from the past. Okay. Okay, bitch, how do you intend on blocking the wand man with his own wand? She's going to use his actions against him. I think that there's blackmail here. I definitely suspect blackmail here. She's like, I know this and that about you. I've got about 6 or 7 things that I will tell her about you. Now, remember, the one that he wants is now showing up as the Queen of Swords upright. Somebody who's, upright, just, fair. Somebody who's divorced. Somebody who is honest and true. And the crossing card, damn. Whoa! This is so freaking crazy. Okay, so the challenge is he wants to be the King of Swords to now match the Queen of Swords. And remember, I am now using the Cosmic Tarot. So she says, I've got like 6 or 7 things that I will freaking tell her, things I will do to you so that she thinks that you are a King of Swords in reverse, a liar. You know what? One of the worst cards to see for a human being is the King of Swords in reverse. A liar, a cheater. She says, I have the compromise on you. I've got things that are going to make you so embarrassed if you dare go near that Queen of Swords in the upright, who is the Empress, who is the High Priestess. And the card that popped out for the foundation sideways, though, is the World. And this is an ugly World card because this woman's like naked. And, you know, we see a raven. We see something that's probably like the Hierophant. There's some scary animals here. So this woman's like, I'm going to make your life freaking hell if you go near that Queen of Swords. Okay, what's in the fading influence? What is this man's dealings with the Queen of Wands in reverse? What has happened that he feels so terrified that he is literally paralyzed with fear? Why are you chicken shit? You know, give her the astral smackdown. Pray and ask Jesus to remove that, because that's a black magic doing kind of. And when I say black magic, you know, I've told you guys spells are words. You know, but the Queen of Wands in reverse actually does do bad things. Ooh, wow. And it came out sideways too. So the Chariot in reverse, she says, try it and I will freaking stop you. I will tell her what you did. And at the top is the Strength card. The Queen of Wands in reverse says, I have power over you. See, I'm holding up the power in the Cosmic Tarot. Okay. She says, I have power over you. I control you. You're not your own person. You're only the king of the jungle if I say you are, because you are nothing without me. That Queen of Wands is a bitch. Okay, so let's see what the near future is. What is the next action that takes place or doesn't take place as it relates to what this Queen of Wands in reverse is going to do to this man should he attempt to communicate with the person who he thinks is his match? He thinks that the Queen of Swords is super smart. And the Queen of Wands got nothing. Okay, come on. There it is. And what do you know? Cannot make this up. Queen of Wands in reverse. If this man attempts to go near the Queen of Swords, she's going to Queen of Wands in reverse him. She's going to do, she's doing it already. She's going to do her black magic. You know that I think this man found evidence of like weird shit that she's been doing. Nasty, naughty, because the universe will always, always reward you with what you put out. Ha. Now we have the Six of Wands in reverse. She says, I will make sure that you are not successful with the Queen of Swords. This is now 2 times she shows up. This will be the 2nd time fully that she will have interfered with this relationship. What is the surrounding environment? What are the influences that surround whatever she's going to do to keep this man from being successful in at least communicating with the Queen of Swords? Princess of Pentacles in reverse. She says, I've got you by the nuts, which happen to be pentacles at this time. She's saying, I've got shit to hold over your head that even if you get away from me, I've got you by the balls or the pentacles and I'm going to take money from you. And she thinks that money is all that motivates him, and maybe it does. I don't know. 4 of Cups. She's afraid. The Queen of Wands in reverse is terrified that the king who wants to talk to the Queen of Swords, she's saying, oh my gosh, I'm afraid that all he's ever going to do, even if he stays with me, is he's going to be thinking about that other queen, the one in the upright. Okay, what is the final outcome here for this Queen of Wands in reverse that's shown up twice? She's interfered twice. She's nasty. She's got nothing. She's the type of person that all she's ever been able to say herself is that, look, I think I'm attractive. No, you're not. You're nasty. Ooh. 7 of Pentacles again in reverse. She doesn't want to lose money. She's only with this man for money. Okay, let's get a summary for this stupid bitch. Okay. 2 of Swords in reverse. She's like, I see him doing it. He's made a decision in the dark at night. He's doing something, swords to moon. He's on the phone at night or at times where she can't see him and she knows he's doing it. She's like, I know you're going to communicate. Let me pause this for a second so I can let the cat just finish eating. Hang on, okay? You won't even know what happens. Okay. So she's like, I see what you do with your phone. Let's have something here. Because this Queen of Swords upright is not at all paying attention to what's going on. So I want to look at this in terms of whatever's going on with this Queen of Wands in reverse, black magic doing blasphemous disgrace. This king is sick. This king is not well. But the thing is, the Queen of Wands over here, she's not well either. Having some kind of issue. The wand is a cane. Maybe she's having back problems. Maybe he's having back problems. I think that somebody's not well. Both of them are not well. But I think she's got physical issues. And I think that the king has some kind of psycho-spiritual, like you mess around with this or you don't think he's innocent because he's not. You can see that here with the challenge being King of Swords. He says, look, bitch, this is destiny and I'm sure of it. Okay, so now I'm going to make a kind of amalgam of these two talking to each other. So he says, it's the wheel of fortune, the wheel within the wheel. This is destined. This is astrology. This is fate. Okay, yeah, it's nothing. It's like Jell-O pudding in a cup. You can't eat it if you don't open it. And this Queen of Swords isn't even looking at you. Come on. See if it will speak. I don't want to channel during this. I'm only going to lightly tap just to see what they're thinking. Nope. It's going to make me go to After Tarot. I'm making a mess here. Okay, so he says, it's a wheel of fortune and you are my challenge. So what is the challenge? What are they arguing about here? There it is. Oh, okay, so they're arguing. She says, I'm in a page of wands, yeah. I'm not going to let you communicate. I'm not going to let you take action. I will not let you feel excited about even the potential that you can talk to the Queen of Swords because she's like, haha, Queen of Swords is not even talking to you. This woman interfered before. Twice. I see two. That's 2 times. Okay. So now, the foundation of their bullshit, 6 of Wands in reverse. Whatever they did together was not successful. Oh, no! Emperor in reverse for the fading influence. She corrupted him. He was supposed to be an emperor by now. So, flip the genders and the ages here. Doesn't have to be an emperor, but we know that he wanted... Oh, okay. Crowning influence, we've got the moon. She says, I'm going to keep doing weird shit. You will not go near the Queen of Swords, who now is giving me the water vibe because the moon is also a water card. Okay, and for the near future, she says, and it's 2 cards. Death, we'll read them together, and the Queen of Cups. I would rather see you dead or the Queen of Cups. Woo! Hang on. Dead. I'll tell you something, that Queen of Wands, I wouldn't put it past her to actually physically try to harm the Queen of Cups, who is also the Queen of Swords, because she's in the upright. She literally is saying, Emperor, I have corrupted you. I have compromised on you. This is over because I will kill the Queen of Cups before you go near her. I'm not shitting you. Page of Pentacles is in what they're arguing about. They're arguing about money, news about money, legal issues about money, just money. Oh my gosh. And the surrounding influence, Ace of Cups in reverse. She's like, I could tie your ass up in court or in talks about money. There could be a child involved. There could be a bearded midget involved. I don't know. This is the After Tarot. But, you know, the community or the people around, surrounding energies is the Ace of Cups in reverse, which quite literally has a big ass heart on it with the cup below it. That out of the cup comes the heart, and the dove of peace with the sacrament is already flying away. She's like, I will make this unholy. That reminds me of that terrible song. Da, 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 da. I don't even want to sing that song because I don't like the guy either. He was corrupted by the industry, but he was too weak and he let himself happen. Is that what happened to you, Emperor? You were too weak. You got sucked into something out of greed. Don't know what gender you are? Okay, so now for his hopes and fears, I got 3 cards. We're going to read them together. He's hoping to work with 3 of Pentacles. He's hoping to like resurrect from the catacombs the beautiful creation he thought he had worked on enough. His fear is that now I can't because this is crazy. And then again, there's the 2 of Swords showing up with the After Tarot. And he's saying, by the time I get to my queen, I'm going to have to fight other men off. Devil in reverse. I wonder if I'm strong enough to defeat the Queen of Wands, who sits with the 2 of Swords, to defeat her. I don't know, man. You know, like you just call the cops and, you know, make a plan. Okay, what's the outcome between these 2 people? This is so stupid. This is so stupid. What is the outcome in their stalemate? What reflects the stalemate? Clarify what reflects the stalemate. Don't make me pull out the ugly deck. Don't want to talk. Back to the Cosmic Tarot. Okay, what is the outcome with these 2 people here? Damn. Queen of Pentacles. She literally says, I'm going to make your life a financial hell. Well, you know what? You can make more money, dude. Like, money isn't everything. Summary on top of that bitch over here for the both of them. What's the summary? And then we're going to, oh my gosh, Ace of Wands sideways. She's like, I'm going to break your wand. I'm going to kick you in the dick. I'm going to kick you in the dick. I will make sure that you cannot. Oh, that's a wand. Like a magic wand, you idiot. Do you think that you could like try magic with your little stick? She's like, I will do a dick spell on you so that you can't have sex or even attempt to. Not everybody's focused on sex, you weirdo. Okay. One more to give his answer to the Ace of Wands, where she says, I'm going to stop you. I'm going to kick you in the dick. I'm going to break your wand. I'm going to do a spell. You know, I think that this man did fine. Definitely. This is that reading where we had a guy that found evidence of spell work. This is so stupid because she's just going to break a leg. She's going to break her head. He's going to get sick if he isn't already, because that shit backfires. Always does. Sooner or later, it's gonna backfire, okay? And still, we got that Queen of Swords is looking away, and when she appeared as a Queen of Cups, she's just over there happily scrying, playing with the baby mermaids, okay? Won't speak there. He's like out of answers. There it is. Oh my freaking gosh. He answers her with, well, then I'm dead then. I'm already dead, so do your worst. 10 of Swords in the After Tarot. Carry me away and go bury me with my ancestors in the catacombs, because you've already ruined my life. I'm not going to... Well, actually, I am. Am I switching decks? Oh, I know what we'll get. Hang on just a second. Okay. I'm going to get the Bluebird Lenormand. That's funny. I almost grabbed only half of them. Bluebird. Let's see if it's going to talk. Okay, so let's wrap it up with a few omens to tell us what is the situation. On the right, I'm going to place cards that represent the state of mind or the situation For the Queen of Cups, who's not even looking, and she is also the Queen of Swords. In the center, we're going to have our unfortunate fellow here who's too weak to be an emperor. He's been compromised. And on the far left, we're going to put that crazy bitch. Whoops. Okay. Gotta hurry it along. I want to change out of these clothes. Okay. I'm going to, how am I going to set this down? Oh, okay, I know what I'll do. I'm going to go right to left. This is like reading an anime. Okay, so center and left. Okay, I'm going to have to read. Hang on. First, for the woman who's not even concerned about what these idiots are doing, we get the anchor. The anchor is a sign of stable event. Fast in sunshine, secure and content. When the anchor some distance away from you, hope will fade and leave life askew. So she's over here like, I'm in the sunshine. I have no hope for any reconciliation with this dude from the past, and switch the roles. For the man, we have the garden and treat. To a party you'll go, new friends will arrive, and romance may flow. Life's to be enjoyed with nature all around. In this verdant setting, beauty and peace abound. So he's just trying to find some freaking peace in his life. And for this wench over here, we get the cross. Interesting. A cross weaves pain, historically sad. A distance too close means tidings are bad. Suffering increases when the cross is near, but burdens can lift if you persevere. Okay, so she's already burdened. She's burdened. The man is looking for some peace in his life. He's like, please just let me go to the verdant garden. And the queen is like, I've left this all behind, and I have no hope for this. I've anchored myself in my life with no thoughts of them. Okay, let's lay another card on top of it. Okay, so for her, we get the clover. For him, we get the coffin. And for this bitch back here, we've got the heart. Okay, so for the queen in the upright, we've got flowers surrounded in clover leaf, mean happiness surmounted over grief. Bits of luck and fortune await. You have the potential to make life great. So she's like, I'm just looking forward to my future. He gets the coffin. What I say, illness is known, sickness is near, fate has its own ending to fear. You lose your money, all's hopeless to you. And what is the saddest? Your courage fails to. This man does not have the courage to face his demons, to do his shadow work, to say whatever he wants to say to the queen who's like, I'm, to the clover. And then to this bitch with the cross. The heart is symbol of fulfillment and joy. Romance is in full bloom for you to enjoy. Serenity rests deep in thy heart. Loving yourself is where it should start. She's a selfish bitch, and she's like, I don't care if I get some eternal punishment and damnation. I know that this is bad. What I want is to keep this emperor in reverse, because he's probably going to die and leave, his portion or all the portion to me. This woman is selfish, and she only wants money and to win at all costs, even if it means the ultimate sacrifice, which in this case is the death to the emperor. Let's get one more, because this is some scary shit and I want out. Okay? I want out. Yep. Okay, so the queen in the upright gets a stork. A stork in flight promises delight. A stork in range signals change. Progress heals pain drawn from the past. Embrace kindness. New friendships will last. So she's off flying somewhere to something better and new, and she's got a gorgeous red cape. For our apparently, remember this is a story. Don't get crazy. For the man that just wants peace and a verdant garden, that looks like heaven to me, and a coffin. He gets road. A road in the open reveals the best way. Choose wisely your path to avoid any dismay. Follow your dreams with faith and precision. All will be clear once you've made the decision. This man still has an opportunity to make a decision. And what about you, bitch, you fucking weirdo? Gosh, nobody even wants you around. Book. The unopened book weaves stories concealed. When pages are read, the truth is revealed. The book guards tales of inner emotion. Blessed are the words of deep devotion. Well, we know that you're a fucking Satan worshiper of some kind. This is what I'm going to say, wrapping it up. Okay, we have a story here of a man who is just besmirched with grief and wanting something he can't have, and some bitch wench type witch heifer over here saying, I'm gonna keep doing black magic, I'm gonna keep doing shit, I'm gonna break your wand, I'm gonna kick you in the dick, I'm gonna break your nuts, I will take all your money, I will just take all your happiness from you. But she is the one who's compromised. You know why? Because of that book. Because of the book. I'm going to give a hint to the Emperor if he's listening. If you resonate with the Emperor, I think I'm going to turn you in the upright. I think you can save yourself. Because I think if you look carefully, you're going to find either digital notes, written notes, you're going to find something. Actually, I think he already found it. One more card for the book. 16. One shining star alone in the skies bodes joy from afar, where happiness lies. In starlight, dreams come true. Hope is in sight. Success is in view. The Emperor saw something. The Emperor found something. He found something. I have a feeling that he's implicated in whatever this is. Let me have shits and giggles. Are you implicated in it? Children. When a sweet child smiles your way, innocence brings joy to fill your day. Friends are many, enemies are few. Embrace a fresh start in all you do. He will have to start over in some way. That doesn't really answer whether he's compromised. I believe that's the image of the blue boy. You know, the two famous paintings, the pink girl and the blue boy. Let's get one more for the upright queen, because the bad queen, who's not a queen, she's a phony fake, has the book, and the star is where the Emperor should look if he hasn't already. Illuminate a star. What is a star? Shine a light on it. So if there's some physical evidence, then he needs to find it. It is hidden if he hasn't found it already. For him, he can start new. Maybe he's not as compromised as it appears. Okay, so he loses some money, apologizes to children, and makes a new start. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so the upright righteous queen has the gentleman. This principal card shows a man tried and true, held in high regard. He tells fortunes for you, and upon your behest, if the cards are read well, the worst and the best the cards will foretell. So let's leave it here. I think that this man will eventually find some nuts and compromise if he hasn't already, and he will expose, i.e. shine the light on the book, The Secrets. Could actually be a book of shadows or something somewhere. Could be digital, where she has literally been trying to set up the queen to get her killed with the death card. The gentleman. I can't resist one more. 19. A lone tower stands, confident and secure. Ground your strength in all that is pure. You people, is what I'm telling you. Just don't be sleeping around. You know, I hope you're not. Preserve your body. Make sure that you're not doing shit you shouldn't do. When troubles surround, weakness may come. Problems that abound, you must overcome. And that's what the gentleman, he's got to overcome this bitch. Queen of Wands over here is a crazy bitch, doing weird shit, and probably with the cross, going to church. Going to church. All right, and there you have it, folks. This man will have to find his balls. So what? You know, she tries to kick you in the balls or something, call the police. If you are like the King of Swords and trying to be the king to the queen, maybe you are the police. Maybe you are a detective, an investigator. You know, I don't want to stretch this too far, but it's pretty obvious. Now, I've done the Emperor a favor by turning him in the upright because it's so sad to see somebody who should have been in full power, in an uncorruptible state, having been through so much, so I can't talk. He's been shown the way. He knows what to do. I say that even if he were positive that he were going to get a no from the upright queen, we all have to face the music at some point and at least try to make things better. And I'm not sure if that's possible in the way that he wants, but he could perhaps restore his dignity. Maybe if not for the queen, maybe for his community. These cards are exactly the same size, so I'm going to have to make sure they're all kind of screwed up here. This man's mind is mixed up. The one that wants to pop over in my hands is the Three of Swords. He wants to be free of this pain. I think this man needs to see not a therapist. I think this man needs to be in the hands of a psychologist. I think he's got PTSD. The queen seems to have healed from her PTSD. God bless everyone here. This is a terrible story. That's why I really don't want it to appear in my world anymore. But what do? We take a chance. We roll the dice. We look at the cards. Do we dare get any other oracles? No. I think we're going to leave it right here, folks. I will be talking to you soon. Love you all. Hope for the best. The Emperor here, I think he can become an emperor. I think he needs to go to the doctor. Maybe his ailment is spiritual in nature. I think that Queen of Wands over there in reverse, I think she's got physical shit going on. But that would be, hopefully he's not been involved in this, or else he will have a physical manifestation of the black shit that they're doing. Love you.